Happy Wednesday. Oh my gosh, it's been a while. Or I guess it's only been a week and a half. Huh? I just showered, so my hair is like I'm trying to make sure that it doesn't set in a weird way. This is why I'm like playing with my hair. Oh my gosh, hello Pranav, welcome back. It's been a bit. I hope. Ooh, I guess your semester is probably almost over. So I hope your finals are going well. Let me turn down the music a little bit. Yeah. Ooh, congratulations. Does that mean you've finished all your finals, or like does that mean that you're like still right in the middle of it? My sister is still in college and she's like, this is her finals week. She's like super stressed. That is something I definitely do not miss about college. There's many things I miss about college. I think it's like um I feel like being so like geographically close to all of my friends and being able to like hang out with them with like for absolutely no reason, right? You just like text each other and be like, "Hey, you want to go get dinner?" And then I don't know, eight people show up to have dinner together. It's really fun. That was really fun. I miss that a lot, and then like staying up late doing projects and yeah, I miss all the social aspects so much. Oh gosh, I shouldn't be talking about this right now, I guess, because you haven't had that for the last um like 9 months. I'm so sorry. Yeah. Um, yeah. Especially if this was your last year, I'm so sorry. Or your first year. I feel like the first and last year are like some of the most memorable ones. But I totally agree with you, Pranav. I miss the people, the laugh, the long hours. Yeah, I felt so weird after I graduated and I started like full-time work, and I'm like, what do you mean I don't have to work outside of office hours? Like or outside of work hours, like what do you mean, like what do you mean I don't have anything that I have to like take home and do? And so I ended up like doing a lot of personal projects like after work because I couldn't get used to the fact that I didn't have to work around the clock. um I actually never had snow. So that I can't, because I went I was I yeah, I was went to school in California, so there was never any snow. But um, actually, I think that's a good thing because I feel like I was already so bad at going to some of the classes. Like any morning class, I missed so many of, and then if you add snow, like even I was so spoiled. I was like, oh, it's raining so heavy outside. Well, this lecture is like recorded, so I guess I don't need to go. And then like in California, it barely rains, so at least like I don't know, it like rained, I guess, for 3 or 4 weeks a year. So thankfully, that didn't impact my grades so much. But like, can you imagine if I was on the East Coast and then it like rains and snows, and I'm just like, I don't want to go to class, and like that's half the semester I'm not going to class. Um, Hello to Storm Rider. Welcome back. Hi, Gilliam. Hi, and Nerdy Curious. It's so good to see you all and chat. I cannot believe that it's the end of the year, that oh my gosh, that we're 2 weeks away from the end of the year. That next week is Christmas. Holy crap. We started this Twitch stream together, this kind of like Twitch journey together in July. So we've been doing this for 5 months. Wow. So thanks for sticking around. It's been really fun doing this. And then I think there are times when I'm like, oh, I'm really tired and I don't know if I want to stream today. And I'm like, no, 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 no. Like let's do this. And then I think more often than not, after I get into the stream, I'm just like really happy that I did it. Um, the mini getaway was so good. Thank you so much for asking. It was really good to kind of just, I think that was, yeah, I think just to take a step back. And all I did was like answer some emails, like 2 of the days last week. And then the rest of the time, I kind of just like think, ooh, I learned how to do Chinese knots. So this is one of the things that I made, which I'm really proud of. This was really hard to make. Um, it like maybe I'm just really weak, but like it really hurt my fingers as I was trying to like tie and like tighten the knots. Um, but I think that I think just doing things mostly away from the computer because I have been like working around the clock on the computer for the last like 2.5 or 3 months. So it was like we did the election project together, which I have updates on. I'm gonna come back to that. But then we also then after the elections project for a while, like I couldn't update you on like why I was like working around the clock, but that was trying to finish the book. We finished the book, and we finished the designs for the book. I'm really excited about all the little design elements that went into the book. Um, and just today we saw, or yesterday we got the so we're gonna have like spot UV on the cover, which I think is like the cover itself is mostly matte, but then there's like when like a book has like book cover is mostly matte, but then there's some parts where there's like glossy, there's like a little bit of like a extra glossy texture. So um, we just saw where the glossy texture is going to be. So then, like, when you hold the book and then, like, even on the cover, there's going to be like an interesting difference in texture. I'm so excited. I'm just really excited to. I hope it all prints beautifully and as we imagine it. And then I'm just so excited to like hold it in my hand. I don't yet know when we're supposed to get it, like get the printed version. I don't know if we're going to get it along with everybody else that pre-ordered or if we are going to get it a little bit before. We need to like, now that we're done with the design side, it's like 100% like attention on the marketing. And that's interesting because like, it's the last 2 weeks of the year or 3 weeks of the year and nobody really works during this time. But then we come back and we only have January. And once we only have January to promote, and then I think the second week of February, we publish or like it launches, and so we need to figure out that marketing plan. Mm. Uh, yeah. Anyways, so that was November, and then yeah, so it was good to like having kind of done two big projects back to back, have like that week off, and then I really got to kind of introspect about kind of everything that's happened this year, and especially about what I want to do going forward. I've always really kind of looked forward to finishing data sketches. It's just been this like giant monumental project for me that I've worked for 4 years on. And then I think the book really is finishing the book. I think really feels like wrapping up this like chapter in my career, and I've like really always looked forward to what I might do next. And it's funny because I think for the first few years of working on data sketches and freelancing, I thought that I was working towards kind of this book as a way of putting my name out there more for like more clients as a freelancer. And but then I think in the past year, what I've realized is like I think I still really enjoy data and working with data and visualizing data. Um, but I actually, a lot of my enthusiasm and passion came from really the learning. I think what I enjoy the most, more than any like topic or more than any like specific I don't know, like skill set is learning a new skill, or acquiring a new skill. And I really love that initial learning curve. And I really kind of like enjoy the struggle I have to go through and then getting that payoff. And what I felt, it's like really weird. I was talking to some friends about it. Um, and I think I finally figured out how to describe it, which is I feel like writing this whole book about like data visualization and the process and or the creation process really feels like my personal peak within data visualization of like I spend years kind of like honing and learning skills for data visualization, and kind of like writing this book just feels like everything I want to do, um, it's like peaked with the book. And I think I don't have the enthusiasm that I used to have. Um, and I think how I'm currently feeling is that like there are still projects that I'm really excited about when like, a potential client reaches out and I'm like, wow, this project sounds really interesting and really exciting. And I still want to work in that. But I think the difference from before is that I'm not as like passionate and excited about like personal projects, in terms of what like, the in terms of the kind of data visualization projects I've been doing. And instead, I think what I'm excited about is like taking what I've learned from kind of this set of skills, which is like, I feel like if I boil it down, it really is what I learned is how to think about data and then how to tell and communicate stories with data, especially visual stories with data. So I think that skill set of how to think about data and how to communicate data will be like the transferable skill. And then I'm trying to figure out like what it is, this new thing that I want to pick up next is. And I think some of the things that I wrote down is I want to play with um, things in the physical world more. Like I want to play with different materials. Like I want to um, I want to get better with illustration. I used to do a lot of watercolor until college, and I used to draw and paint a lot, and that's something that I haven't done in more than a decade, and I want to like pick that back up and like really kind of hone my illustration skills. Because one of the things I've noticed is that with my data visualization work, I think that it tends to look really good as kind of like a tapestry or like kind of like a background, but like I don't really have like I think my work might look decent as like a wallpaper or like something that's in the background, but then it doesn't have like a foreground focal point. And I've been thinking to myself that maybe that could be something that I maybe that's like something that maybe that's a space I can fill with like more illustrations. Um, and so yeah, so I think like um, I want to get better. Like I want to get better with illustrations. I want to like find my visual style. Like I feel like I have a visual style when it's data viz, but then like I want to like kind of expand on that. I want to find my own visual style. Like I want to like work with different elements, or sorry, different materials, like different hardware things. And I think it's going to be another, like I feel like it's a very cyclical thing of like finding an interest and then like really putting my all in to do my best to master it. And once feel like I've mastered it, then like I go on to the next thing. But then the thing that I'm really excited about is like being able to bring whatever I've already mastered into kind of like my journey of mastering the next thing. And so I guess all of that is to say that's that's what I learned about myself last week in my mini getaway. Of I think to I want I want to find what the next thing I'm really excited about is, um, but also at the same time not forgetting where I came from. Yeah, that was a very long one again. Um, Let's see. Oh, that's right. Pranav, you've been in California. No wonder you missed the snow. That totally makes sense. For your senior year. Oh, I'm so sorry that it was your senior year. Ooh, okay. So the Blackpink documentary, I really enjoyed. I think it's that like I think they're so Blackpink is a K-pop uh girl group from yes, from Korea. They're a girl group from Korea. And I think I was thinking about this earlier of like what makes them so appealing, which is I think they have very international appeal because like three of them, two of them grew up kind of speaking English and living in like Australia or New Zealand, and then one of them uh, is Thai, and so I feel like they have such international appeal. And then I think it really is that like they have really catchy music, and that like in the documentary they said it themselves of like I think they said something like, oh, um, like our hopefully people see that our music isn't like a lot of other K-pop, and in that sense that totally makes sense because I feel like YG has always been YG the kind of the entertainment uh, YG is the company that produced them. YG, I feel like, has always produced groups that have more hip hop influences. And I think that it's like a combination of hip hop and pop. And I feel like that really shows in Blackpink. And I really I feel like a lot of their music and a lot of their dance is like so powerful, and I really like it. Um, And I have just been putting their like on Spotify. They're like they have Spotify has all of those like this is blah. So I've just been like listening to This Is Blackpink like on repeat. Uh, I really like it. It's like very yeah, it's very catchy. Um, but I think ooh, and I think their friendships are really cute. Yeah, and I like that they're also very honest about kind of the the negative things that they've experienced too. They're just like training years was so hard. But yeah, it was a really I really liked the documentary. Hi Alice, thanks so much as always for joining. But yeah, ooh, the other documentary, concert documentary I really want to watch is um or I don't know if it's a documentary or just like a concert. Is Ariana Grande's is coming out on the 21st, which is I guess 5 days from now. I don't know what day of the week that is, but um, I love Ariana Grande's voice, so I'm really excited about her concert. Also, I'm like like very excited about all these like different concert documentaries coming to Netflix. But reverse VR. Yes. Whereas everybody's like trying to go digital and VR, I'm like, I just want to go back to the physical world. Yeah, I've gotten that comment before where people are like, wait, why not do things in VR? And I'm like, I don't know. There's something about the physical, tangible world that I really love. And I really love the, I think one of the things I really love is how how connected the physical tangible world can feel. Like I think I really subscribe to the whole, we have five senses, and I want to explore things that um appeal to all, if not all five senses, then like at least more than like vision. And so I think one of the things that I'm really interested in is like touch. I think that probably came from like Brett Victor's article years ago about like how about like touch being something that we're just more and more missing from our daily lives. And that's also something that I feel like VR doesn't solve. Of like VR, I feel like if anything, VR feels more and more isolating. Like I understand when people are like, "Oh, but with VR, um like you can have um like somebody else join in like virtually also." And I understand that. But I do think there's a certain level of connection that you miss when you're not like physically in a space together and you can interact with a person and like, yeah, that I haven't figured out exactly how to kind of like concretely describe it, but that's how I feel about VR. I think it's really cool. I think VR is really cool and it's something definitely I want to like explore and experiment with. And I've heard that it's really great for kind of prototyping for the real world, like having if you have like installations and stuff, um, then it's super useful to prototype in VR. So I think it's something that I'm still very much interested in exploring, but like I don't think VR is like the ultimate goal for me. I think it's I think at the end of the day I really love the feeling of being in a space surrounded by others. I guess this is even more exacerbated by this year. Thank you so much, Quiet Deviant. LV. I always forget if it's LV level or yeah, thank you so much. Um but hello, Yarrow Minis. Think you're new. Welcome in. Do I understand something about UI design? That is such a broad question. um, I think I understand some things about UI design. I'm not formally trained in it though. I think I've picked up things along the years. Oh, cool! Thanks for explaining. Sorry, Quiet Deviant, Las Vegas. Um, yeah. Oh, so I don't think I'm like so for this stream. I don't think I'm like so I don't think I want the stream to be like kind of feedback or anything. I am thinking about so to Yara Manis about your dribble shot. One, I'm actually not a designer, but two, I don't think I want this particular stream to be about like portfolio and reviews. Although I am thinking about like potentially having a space where we could do that. I'm not sure yet, but not this particular one. So yeah, um, it's good to kind of sit down and catch up with you all. Um, so for today, I guess these are the last two streams of the year, today and Friday. Ooh, thank you so much for being respectful, Yaramanis. Um, oh, and to elaborate a little bit, I've been thinking about a Discord for a while, and so um, I'm going to probably look into it in the new year. And then I think in the Discord, I'm thinking of uh, like maybe spaces where we can kind of have more of these conversations about, yeah, like if you want feedback on something, and then really taking this community that um, really enjoy on the stream and kind of like bring it off stream also. I know this is something I've been talking to Gilliam about a little bit, but if there's anybody else like interested in this idea, I would love to talk to you and hear about your opinions. Uh, yes, yay Discord. And yeah, I actually really like the like wearables, trend of makers and wearables. Yes, I feel like that is the way that I want to go. And I think this is a yearning I've had for years because I remember in my childhood, I did a lot of crafts and I really enjoyed it. I remember like art classes in Japan were like really cool and really involved, and we would like have we would like build, I think, really elaborate things for 7 or 8 year olds. Like we just were given, I don't know, like we were just encouraged to like work with our hands. And that's just something that like I think I've really missed since and even in middle school when I came to the US in middle school I got to have like electives where I took machine shop, so or sorry, wood shop. So I did a lot of woodwork um for I think like a semester and a half and really really enjoyed that. But then I think once I got into high school I was like, okay, I need to get into university and I'm going to like I was like, I need to be really efficient about this, and I'm only going to take the classes that are going to really help my resume for college, which I mean, I don't regret, um, but because it did get me into college, but it did make it does feel sad um, to yeah, it does feel sad that like since like 13 or 14 everything I've done is like basically in the computer. um so that's why I think there's been like a yearning, like a very deep yearning for the last few years, or like last like 5 years, to be like, I want to work with my hands again. Like one of the things I wrote down is like I really want to try ceramics. I like really want to do this thing where like I have to shape it with my hands. And then my friend was like telling me about this really cool class that you can take. It's like neon. It's called like neon and lights, and it's like through this one place in the Bay Area. And so it's like a 1 month intensive, and you go every weekend and you learn how to make, like, you learn how to, like, the very basics of blowing glass enough to form like a very basic shape with the glass tube. And then you learn how to like, you learn how to make neon lights. And I think that's so cool. So I think those are the things that, yeah, I want to do in the next year. Anyways, um, hello. Oh, thank you so much, GR Soros. Welcome in. Thank you so much. Yeah, so we've been streaming. I've been streaming since July of this year, and I started because, uh, well, I mean, started because I think I was definitely feeling a lack of uh, social contact. But it's been really fun streaming and kind of building this community with you all. So welcome in, and thank you so much for subscribing, GRSource. Ooh, okay. So one of the things that I've been wanting to do, that I've been talking about for like weeks, and that I was like, okay, this holiday season, I'm totally gonna work on this, and then I don't know if I have the time to work on this. Is I have some fairy lights that are kind of running out of batteries, but I have some fairy lights, and the project is going to be, I'm gonna hook it up to our Twitch stream, and so every time, ooh, yes, every time you all send one of those emotes, then the fairy lights are going to light up and like make some pattern. And I'm like thinking about whether I want it to be like different emotes have different patterns. I'm not sure yet, but then not only are the emotes fun, but then the background is hopefully fun. So there's that's a that's a that's a plan that I have that will happen someday. I think I also still owe you all like two emotes. I think. Um, oh, my husband was saying like one of the emotes should just be the book. It's like that is a great idea because that means I can be very lazy about it. Also, yes, there's definitely a backlog of videos. I have been, unfortunately, kind of bad about uh, um, uploading or archiving some of the most recent videos onto YouTube. So I need to go back and like make sure that they're all archived on YouTube properly. Yes, a streaming station. Although I do have an update, which is so I now have a brand new MacBook Pro. Um, ooh, yeah, thanks for checking them out, GRSource. So, long story short, I've been sent the new MacBook Pro M1 with the M1 chip, 13-inch MacBook Pro with the M1 chip to try. Um, and I'm hoping that that would be like looking at the specs. I'm hoping that, um, yeah, so I can, if this works out, then I can upgrade my 2015 MacBook Pro um, uh, to a 13-inch MacBook Pro with an M1 chip. And so pretty excited to check that out. And if that MacBook Pro works out well, then I don't think I need a separate streaming setup, which would be awesome. Although I think I still need to get like a separate monitor on maybe this side because I have more room on this side. So that at least I can have like my like stream and manager on a separate screen and my OBS on a separate screen. So then I'm not struggling with a tiny little like chat and I can like just look at the chat over here. So it might be that I actually don't need a streaming setup. That is my hope with this new MacBook Pro. Um, and then maybe I'll even be able to do OBS, Chrome, and Illustrator at the same time. So that is the hope. What if I can even do WebGL? Like, what if I can code in WebGL while doing the stream? That would be wild. I have very, very, I have very small dreams. um, I would suggest one of the ultra wide monitors. It's perfect for Switch. I wonder which one. So I currently, yeah, maybe I'll be able to demo my Viz on stream. Without it lagging and without me having to be like, I promise it's much more performant than this. Although, to be fair, I think that does mean that on much older laptops, it's not as performant. But I feel like it has to be like a really old laptop where it gets the same amount of lag as like my OBS and Viz going on, or as like when my OBS is running. Um, Oh no, you're right. What are we gonna do with that emote? Maybe like then we have a new like happy laptop emote. Like we can still keep that emote, but like maybe it will be like a like happy in love like laptop emote. Um, that'd be fun. Yeah. So hopefully I'll have that set up. I'm probably gonna open that today. I wasn't sure if I should like I don't know if it would be like too. I was like wondering if I'm looking this way because like the box is right there. Um, please let me know if it's like too extra if I just like recorded an unboxing. I don't like this idea because I feel like it like there's like I'm then it makes me feel like one of those like YouTubers doing like an unboxing video. But also, I think it might also be kind of fun to just record the unboxing. I don't know. But anyways, for today, what I was hoping to do is revive the election project. So now that the book is done, I think in January, I want to spend January and maybe part of February to do a few more small bite-sized stories for the election project. One of the main ones is to finish the election day voting problems one that I started back on election day, um, which I'm very, uh, very both relieved about the Electoral College, but also I haven't been staying up to date about the transition of power. So I'm like both relieved, but also terrified. And it's like overall like a bittersweet thing with more bitter than sweet. Anyways, we're not gonna think about that too hard. Um, we're gonna just try and start the thing or try and finish the thing we started, especially because there's some very lovely people that helped put together all of this data. So, um, let's go and look at our data set. So for today, I thought what we could do is I've been kind of dragging my feet on this because I've been needing to do some data cleaning, um, and data cleaning is not something I enjoy. I feel really lucky that and grateful that so many people helped with the data collection, but now now there's the data cleaning part, and I've been really dragging my feet, and now I can't drag my feet much longer because I think there's I think me not having a solid understanding of the data set is definitely um, a problem. Like I can definitely feel that it's like impeding my ability to do the visualization because um I've been I think in November I worked on the visualization for quite a while. I think I spent like maybe 4 or 5 streams on it, and every stream I'm like, okay, I think we're almost there, you guys. I think this one, I think it's gonna be this is gonna be the one. Um, and every time it's not, and every time I feel really dissatisfied with, whoa, this is a lot of pixels. Okay, let's default to 100 for now. Um, and every stream I'm like, I don't like the result of this. So, yeah, so I think that stems from the fact, like the whole like I don't think I like the visualization I'm making. Like whenever I have that feeling, that usually means that I don't understand the data set well enough. So mm, so I have to come to terms with the fact that I need to go through this data set, clean it, understand it better. Richard, who helped gather a lot of the data, also left me a lot of comments. So I should like go, um, I should go and verify them. Mm. And yeah, actually, I've noticed that. Like, I usually like get some semblance of what's going on through Twitter. Not that that's a great source of, you know, not that. Anyways, I but I feel like you're right. Like Twitter has been pretty silent on that topic. Hmm. Hi to Bell. Welcome in. Says I'm very new to the dataviz career path, but very interested in it. Could you give any suggestions to start and build the profile to work in this career path? So, I don't think I want to get too deep into that in this particular Twitch stream. Um, And I think I think one of these days I'll write a blog post answering this question, and then I can just like link it for you. But there is the short answer that I would give is that I think, let's see, Data Visualization Society, I think, has been doing a good job, a really good job of um, putting together resources for, especially for resources for early career people interested in data viz. So I would highly recommend like joining Data Visualization Society, and I think a lot of So like they have a lot of these like fireside chats and office hours. And then they also have, yeah, these like resources, I think. Maybe it's these resources. Yeah. So then, ooh, wow. Dataviz style guys. Cool. Ooh. And then they also have a Slack channel that's like quite, uh, a whole Slack that's quite active. So I recommend checking them out. Especially, I think these office hours might be very helpful for you too. Speaking of which, I think I am eventually, I think, going to do um, have some sort of a format for office hours. But um, oh, interesting. Problem is, I don't know if I have like a podcast that's like how to get started in dataviz. I feel like I have like many podcast episodes or interviews that like kind of touch on it, but there isn't like one that's like this is how you should get started. Which probably means that I should just do one. Um, Hi Kristen, welcome in. Thanks for joining again. Uh, yeah, actually, maybe Kristen. Actually, I think probably a lot of people in this chat would probably have a good answer to the like how to start and build the profile to work in dataviz. Okay, so today we're gonna do the yeah, of course. Um, so today we're going to do this thing that is not the funnest thing, which is data cleaning, but it's very important. So I thought, and I was like, maybe I should do this off stream because this really isn't that fun to watch. But I have to also be honest with myself that if that I would never do this off stream. Because, or that I, as of right now, at the end of this year, almost approaching the holidays, will probably have no motivation to do this off stream and clean this. So I think what we should do is do this together. We'll like just like go through this together, and then maybe we'll like have fun chats while we're doing it. Yes, data cleaning. Wait, I did? But that's different. That's different. The how Shirley we built a career as a freelance data visualizer, but sorry, um, visualizer is uh that one is more about the business side of yeah, I think that one was more about the business side of how to establish a freelance career in general. And then it touches on data viz a little bit. Actually, Pranav, thanks for recommending Nadi's. Because I don't know why I just forgot about that, but that is a great resource about how to get started. So, okay, let's do this. I also, just in case, have my iPad ready to take some notes if there's anything interesting. So, how should we go about this? So I think the main thing that I need to verify is okay. So I think let's give some structure to this. So there's two things. Number one is I want to make sure that the voting. Oh shit. Okay. That the voting problem described is and the type of voting problem is makes sense. So yeah, okay, actually this is a pretty good view. So I think the main thing is verifying the type with the with the um, with the description. Then the second thing is to make sure to go through and read through all of the notes that I think they're mostly Richard that left it for me. So yeah. All right, let's do this. Whoa. Why is there a pool monitor that's detained? Ooh, thanks for dropping in, Kristen. Ooh, can I zoom out a little bit? I never knew like how zoomed in people might need it. Okay. Oh man. All right. So my laptop already is like, did that zoom out? Okay, I think so. My laptop is already like, oh, I'm struggling. Okay. I don't know what this is. Please? No, wait, monitor. Ooh. Non-partisan poll monitor. Checking for accessibility and disability compliance. Threatened with arrest. I feel like maybe I'll put this under voter intimidation, actually. Since it was about the fact that she was trying to like check for accessibility. Okay, so voting machine down, voting machine down. Ooh. Did I mention anything? Something about a word somewhere? She can't remember. Okay, long lines makes sense. That looks okay. And then yeah, long lines. Verify. Long lines. Those make sense. Okay. Stomach. Whoa. Okay. Does that count as voter intonation? Actually, what are all of the different types? It's like, would that be like crime? Should I put it on under crime or voter intimidation? I think it fits under voter intimidation the most. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put it under voter intimidation. That's probably the one that it fits under the most. Okay, let's do that. Man, there's a lot of them. Okay. Criminal related, I agree. Then there's long lines, and then there was here. Okay. Sounds good. Long lines. Ooh. I wonder if I should put in notes. I'm gonna start a new column and call it notes. And just copy that over so I can resolve it. Like the shrug. Um, oh, do I have it in my Twitch timeline? I can't quite remember. Wow. I am so glad for the new MacBook. All right, maybe I should stop. No. All right, I'm sorry for even trying. Okay, I'm going back to my okay, I'll do my work. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna put his comments into the notes section because they're good comments. Okay, long lines. Voters receiving provisional ballots since records did not match. I'm not sure if it's voter intimidation or, excuse me, I don't know if it's intimidation or suppression. Oh, thank you. That's probably, yeah, it's probably my go-to tagline. Or should I put voter intimidation and then put in voter suppression? How do you define voter intimidation? I guess then in that case, this could like go under voter intimidation. Yeah. Since it was about potentially suppressing ballots. Okay, so this one's about long lines. Long lines. Oh, there's a note here. Ooh. No. Delay opening. Okay. Glitch with malfunctioning machines. Okay, so I feel like what I want to do is so I think currently, oops. Oh no, what did I just do? No. Well, my laptop's like, you're gonna replace me soon? Well, watch me stop working. I'm sorry, laptop. You're still great. I'm sorry for talking about replacing you. No. All right. Okay, okay. Hold on. You can do this, laptop. Okay, okay. All right, let's try that again. Come on. You can do it. Is it much better than mine though? Does your older MacBook Pro work much better? I'm still using my MacBook Pro. Okay, so other than when I'm running OBS, right, other than when I'm streaming, my MacBook is great. It like works perfectly. Um, it just I think I heard somewhere that like OBS is not meant like it was developed for PC and it's like not really meant for Mac, and so it just like uses up a lot of resources because like I've never seen any other software on my laptop like that my laptop complains about so much. So I'm gonna blame this on OBS. Sorry, OBS. Um, yeah, my laptop is great, other than when it's running OBS. Just saying. Anyways, today is the 16th. 16th, yes. Okay. So I think let's see. So thus far, the um, yeah, that totally makes sense. Um, about using up a lot of resources because it's like literally recording the whole screen. Actually, it's like got multiple input sources and then it has to like upload to the internet. It totally makes sense that it uses a lot of resources. See, it's not that my laptop, it's not that my laptop is bad. It's great. It just streaming is a little too much for it. So it's not my laptop's fault. Do you hear me, laptop? It's not your fault. Okay, I was trying to find. Where's my. Wait, where is my. Where's the other one? The voting problems one. Where's the other forts? Wait, where's my voting problems? You don't know where. Oh, it's because I'm not signed in. That totally makes sense. Let's see. There we go. Okay. So for what I left off on, come on, laptop, you can render. You can do it. There we go. Good job, laptop. All right, so I think there were, yeah, okay, these were the three. Ooh, look, I even, man, this one's like really close. Like, I did almost all of the work. And then I was like, I'm unhappy with this one too. This is why it's important for me to have a time constraint because if I'm given too much time, I'm like, I'm not happy with this either. And then I'm like, I'm gonna completely redo it from scratch. Okay, now that I've seen this, I don't think it's bad. I think it just can be improved upon a little bit. This is also why I shouldn't do too many like interactives, because then like interactive ones just take me so long. Anyways, so yeah, okay, so those three dimensions are unemployment rate. Oh wait, actually, the two that I'm probably interested in is unemployment rate and percent black population. Maybe also income? Oh, I'm like at a very weird place where I've been sneezing a lot, but also I don't think I'm sick, for which I'm like grateful for, but I'm like sneezing a lot. So then I'm like, am I on the cusp of getting sick? It's just a tiny tangent. So there is unemployment rate and percent of population. And then also median income, I think. So given these things, I feel like the voting problem types that I'd be interested in would be like I feel like I want to do a small multiples. This morning I was like, maybe I want to actually go back to this archived version where it's the maybe I want to go back to the scatter plot actually. Yes, sorry, sneezing, not seizing. Seizing would be very worrisome. Um, so actually, I wonder if wow, I kind of like. I love how like every time I come back, like every time after I work on a viz, I'm like, oh, I hate it. And then I'll come back after a few weeks. And I'm like, it's actually not that bad. Really like this color palette. I have problems. Um, yeah, actually, I haven't touched it since what was the last time I worked on it? I haven't touched it since I started the other one. Um, so I have no idea what I did. But I feel like it looks better. Um, but yeah, feel like maybe I want to do because the reason why I started doing the beast one. Oh no, I'm really laptop. I'm sorry. Please hang on there. Um, yeah, the reason why I started doing the beast worm is because I wanted to like look at more than two dimensions for the demographics. Um, okay, actually, you know what? It's not worried about that just yet. So for the demographics, the dimensions I currently have, I think the voting problem types I'm interested in graphing are the ones that are voter intimidation and I also want to look up the ones that have like was it technological issues? Yeah, I think currently I'm very interested in technological issues also. Actually, I'm kind interested in long lines too. So actually, that's everything so far. So I was thinking about like making these into each of these into like small multiples or something. Yeah. So my theory about like the technical issues is if a like particular precinct doesn't have enough financial resources, like maybe that means that they have, like older machines, and actually, you know what? I don't think I'm as interested in along lines unless it caused like a delay. Yeah, so unless it caused like some sort of a delay, then um other than that, I don't think I'm interested in the other long lines. But yeah, so the technical issues, my theory is that um maybe there's some correlation with um like the financial resources a precinct has, and thus like how well kept the machines are. So actually, I don't know if I want the long lines at all. Fair enough. Fair enough. About not being able to relate because France is still on paper. Ah, yeah, so that's technological issues. Yeah. Hmm, it's a good note. Whoa. They closed doors due to rain. Yeah. Okay, so this one where people were made to leave, I'm going to put that under voter intimidation. Wait, what hoops? Oh, where I went incognito. Um, Actually, my husband and I the other day were like, we should stop doing incognito with like SF Chronicle and just pay them. Except apparently when he tried to like go pay for SF Chronicle, because we're like, well, we're using it so often for like COVID resources anyway, so they deserve our money. But then apparently he like had a really hard time. Um, like the UI was apparently really hard to deal with for actually paying them. So it's like we want to give you money, but then like your UI is too hard. Um, but yes, hi Lian. Ooh, hi. Hmm? Ha Lian Lian. Ooh, hello, Ha Lian Lian. Yes, it is the least glamorous part of the data viz process, which is data cleaning. Even less glamorous than data collection, but honestly takes so long. Um, but the one benefit of data cleaning is that afterwards you like have a good idea and sense of, ooh, thank you so much. Um, have a good sense of the data set afterwards. So one benefit out of a very painful, it like takes hours. Hmm. 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 Partisan dump trucks. What? What does that even mean? Oh, yeah, good point.
At the White House
Whoa,
today,
whoa,
President Trump held
whoa,
a
whoa, whoa,
private
whoa, whoa, whoa,
luncheon
whoa.
with a group of Republican state
Where's that?
attorneys generals.
Okay, which
Texas
video is?
AG Ken Paxton says
Stop,
several states have
stop.
now joined Texas in its lawsuit challenging the 2020 election results.
Okay, that was aggressive. Now I'm scared. Okay. I know, right? It is so freaking rude. Um, oh yeah, good point, Gilliam, about data collection having a somewhat clear direction, but data cleaning can be really subtle. What is, hello, Alka Zarvia? Um, what is Open Refine? I didn't know. Wait, I didn't know you could like click the tab itself to silence it. It just like silenced itself. I have no idea what happened. Um, hmm. Dump truck. Maybe I can do truck and then it will show up. Two trucks. Two pro Trump trucks. Ah, okay. Why were they dump trucks? Okay, I'm gonna consider that. Yeah, actually, water intimidation makes sense. Mm. Opening police sites. Makes sense. Ooh, a speaker icon right on the top. Yeah, I've seen those. I didn't know you could like silence it through those tab, like that little icon. Right? I think Richard did bulk of this work. It was amazing. I just feel bad that I like haven't been able to get to it until now. Um, yeah. There's actually I think like 300. Oh my God, there's so much to get through. 430. This is incredible. Okay, so to try and speed up the process, I'm gonna like only like really pay attention to the ones that aren't like long lines. And also, yeah, okay. So, fake precinct. I'm gonna call this misinformation. Actually, it's kind of all right. So it's kind of like it's kind of entertaining reading some of these. Oh shit. I'll call it COVID-19 related. I'm just gonna call it COVID-19 actually. And then, oops, what just happened? Stop. Stop auto completing. Okay. That's concerning. I wonder when they tested positive. Oh, there's a good number of like disregards. Oh wow. Um. Ooh. What are the singular plural duplicate labels? Um. Actually, yeah. Um. Sorry, what do you mean by singular plural duplicate labels? Like for the descriptions or actually, okay, so oh, for the types. Yes, that would be amazing. Is it for the subtypes? Yes. Um, help would be really greatly appreciated. Thank you. Yeah, the subtype one, got it. Thank you so much. And then don't forget to put your name on the contributors if you help. Um, Open Refine is a Google tool supposed to help with messy data. New and just learning. I got bad voter address data and trying to find something to help. Ooh, that's really interesting. Alcazar, yay. Al, Alcazar, like, Alcazar, yay. Hmm. Open Refine. Google Refine. Ah. So, okay, it's fine. Oh, I see. Um, I think this is great for like when you're trying to like clean data like via transforms. Like you're trying to transform data from like one format to another or something is what this looks like. Yeah, it says that transforming it from one. Oh, I literally just said what they wrote. Um, but I guess for what we're trying to do, um, currently trying to like make sure that all of the types and subtypes are correct. So I think that's a much more manual process, unfortunately. Electioneering. Wow. I've been calling for people to take off masks. City Hall. Hmm. Wait, what? You can't wait, hold on a minute. Which website is it that like you can't see the article? It's like our European visitors are important to us, but you can't see the article, sorry. I didn't know that that's something that you experienced. On line 10. CBS. You would expect CBS to be able to like support Europe. I wonder why. Whoa. That is intense. Two men with guns outside. Power outage. Long line, long wait. Just gonna fill this out. Incorrect candidates on them. Ah. I wonder if that can go under voter intimidation. I guess the difference between this and voter intimidation is like purposeful, whereas this ballots with incorrect candidates on them, not counted. That sounds accidental, but also actually the fact that it's not counted sounds hmm. Oh, hello, welcome in High Altitude Chair and Cup. It's been a while. Some large media owner that just went screw will just block them all. Oh my god. It's about GDPR compliance. Lines 10 and 88 feels like they could be one type, one subtype. 88. Actually, I wonder what kind of criminal activity that was. Whether that's voter intimidation or not. 10 is stabbing. Yeah, I feel like that might be more voter intimidation. But I do wonder, I feel like we will have to look into like exactly what the criminal activity is. Um, ooh, ooh, cool. Apparently, there's a function in Google Sheets where you can unique. Oh, that's awesome. Or equals unique. Ah, cool. But you can't read the story. Got it. All right. Okay, so this one was, let's see, 88 was Osceola? Osceola? Oh wait, it's all about Osceola County. Okay, so ooh, archive.is. Something that often works um, is in terms of ah that often works is checking if archive.is has a copy instead of being rejected because of GDPR compliance. You can also just paste the URL and ask them to fetch a copy. Oh. All right, so wait, what was it was criminal activity. Okay, around what time was it? I'm trying to find it. 1:38 p.m. Okay. Oh, so it wasn't related to polling. It's that there's a felony warrant nearby. And I put that into the notes. So I guess I can see why that's like, oh wait, but then they had to vote by mail. So that's not even like a long lines thing. Oh, but then it reopened. That's such a like that's a hard one to categorize because it's like some people were turned away to and told to vote by mail. 2:15. Well, actually, it seems like it was only like a 15-minute thing. I guess I can see why it's categorized as landlines. I guess I'm okay with that. Okay, where was I? Ooh, my eyes are starting to get tired. I was at. Oh, I was trying to decide if this is more voter intimidation. Um. Oh, hello, welcome in, Richard. Yes, you've been getting a ton of email notifications because after a month and a half, I've finally been able to sit down and work on this again. And what I've been doing is mostly the notes that you have. I've been putting them into a notes column because they're great notes. Um, yeah, trying not to waste all of your effort. Um, but now what I'm doing is going through and verifying uh, the types and subtypes. Um, so what we've determined is that I think the ones that I want to kind of graph against the dimensions that we have are specifically voter intimidation and technological issues. Um, Maybe not as much the long lines, but definitely the voter intimidation. So I'm trying to pay special attention to the ones that are, yeah, the voter intimidation. And right now, I'm trying to decide if this whole like ballots with incorrect candidates were not counted. So I'm trying to decide if that's like a voter intimidation thing because the way that I've been reasoning about it is like it's a technological issue if like there was no, intent behind it. So like I feel like the incorrect candidates part, like the ballots with incorrect candidates part was probably accidental, but the not counting it part is like intentional. But also I guess it's not like they could have done anything different. Um because yeah, yeah, I guess it's not like because they were incorrect candidates, like they couldn't count them. So I guess it is a technological issue. Okay. All right. Like the waterlogged ballot. I remember writing this and being like, what waterlogged the ballot? Three machines. Okay. Machine jammed. Man, Fairfield has so many machine problems. She went down after someone put a sanitizing wipe. Oh. Yeah, see, this is another one that's like wrong ballots given. Like, is that voter intimidation? Because, like, then I guess you can't prove whether there was like intent or not. I feel like we should do like an Easter egg of like just sanitizing wipe issues. It's just like a purely let's see, I respect the videos that autoplay but then are default muted. Thank you. I feel like the sanitizing wipe issue is like a purely 2020 thing. Wait, why did I click on this? ROM ballots given. Ah, yes. Oh no. I don't know how I would. I wonder. Ooh, there we go. Okay. Ooh, is there closed captioning? English, yes. This is such an interesting experience trying to match their mouth to like the closed captioning. Ah, okay, that was very fast. Wait, okay. So I guess that's okay. Yeah, so I agree that's like a technological issue. Oh yeah, so another reason why I'm doing the well, the first reason is because Richard, I remember you were like, oh, like, um, you were like, I should go through the types and stuff to verify. But also another reason is just so that I know, so that I have like the knowledge of the data too, of like all of the different voting problems. Some of these are so entertaining. I appreciate it. Ah, yeah, 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 that makes sense, Gilliam. About changing line 88 to miscellaneous. Tabulator. Okay, trying to figure out why my eyes are hurting. I guess other than the fact that I've been staring at a screen, but I don't think I've been staring at a screen any more than usual. Oh, how interesting. Has to cover partisan apparel before voting. The amount of times that wrong ballots are given. Which one was out? Oh, line 10? Oh, it wasn't? Which one was line 10 again? Oh, what was it instead? The stabbing. I think for ballots, I'm gonna say wrong ballots. Can I? Oh, I wonder if I can limit it to specific range. Yes. How many of them are there? So for now, I'm gonna replace them all with wrong ballots. Ooh, thank you for adding in the notes. Okay, where am I now? This is such slow progress. Uh, I'm in the 60s, I think. Wrong ballots, yeah. So technological issues, wrong ballots. I think those are good to note. Voter intimidation, well, that's clear. Preliminary investigation suggests an argument occurred amongst two men pertaining to an issue unrelated to voting. Oh, I see. Yeah, that makes sense. So I think the way that I'm going to categorize voter intimidation is a very clear intent to block people from voting. And that doesn't necessarily have to be violent. I think the ACLU definition was like, it was quite broad. Um, that's fair. It says voter intimidation is rare and unlikely. Yeah, so it doesn't have to be violent. It says aggressively questioning voters about their citizenship, falsely presenting oneself as an election official, spreading false information, displaying false or misleading signs. So actually, I'm going to link this to the this in here. So this one is like shows intent to move people from voting. Very interesting point, Richard, about if I blast obscenities from across the street, is that voter intimidation? Some state law enforcement obviously considers some things as and other things as not. So definitely some bias in reporting of it in many places. Um, to Gilliam's point that the stabbing event affected the polling at all, I do wonder. I do feel like it probably did affect in that it probably was like very indirect um intimidation in the sense that like I mean it's kind of scary being in a place where someone just got stabbed. But yeah, there wasn't like a intent behind it. So I don't know what I would put that down as. Um, yeah, fair enough. Um, I see. There were a ton of reports of it, reports of voter intimidation, and then law enforcement would deem it not since it wasn't on premise. Um, Makes sense. But then, like, do we go with like what law enforcement? Like, I mean, law enforcement is biased too. So, like, do we go with what law enforcement judged it as, or right? I don't know. Locked closet. I wonder why a locked closet delayed voting. For sure. Oh no. Oh, I wonder why belligerent man delayed casting. I feel like would that be like what was the belligerence like? I feel like that could be considered voter intimidation. So Hillsborough, 5 p. Stop auto scrolling. Was the word belligerent directly used? How do you spell ooh? Ah. I see why you put it as long or as a long line. Yeah, how do you like how do you categorize this one? Like someone appeared to vote and they were belligerent. So yeah, I totally understand why you put it as long lines because there was a 10-minute delay. But then I wonder if this is better put into voter intimidation. Then it's like, but then they were yelling at a poll worker. So I guess, yeah, I guess it's not voter intimidation. It was more a delay. So I guess I would agree with you there. But this one I do agree is voter intimidation. We're on 82. It's been an hour and we're on 82. So at this rate, just need 5 hours. Richard, do you remember how long this took you? Because like this must have taken you much long. Well, 100% it took you like days. Well, that is voter intimidation. Yes, I agree. Yes. Oh my gosh. Thank you so much for dedicating so many Saturdays, 3 to 4 Saturdays and a couple sleepless nights. Um, I hope it's not because of this that you were sleepless. Um, I agree. Data gathering can be really fun. I actually do really enjoy data gathering. I think you've been quite consistent. Um, yeah, I think that I do very much enjoy data gathering to an extent. I don't enjoy data cleaning. Technical, okay. Delay opening. Yes. Ooh. Okay, so this one I'm putting in as voter intimidation. Thank you so much for like gathering them and also going through like a first round of the types. Dude, late arriving pool manager, shame on you. Oh, it'd be really interesting to also like think about if these were like more rural places. Like not that like that really has much to do anything, but like population size. Like I don't know how that would relate, but like I feel like population size might be interesting. Like would that relate to like long line like delays? One misinformation line and a bunch of robocalls. Should we merge them into misinformation? Is that your suggestion, Gilliam? I think that makes sense to put them, because then it would be type is voter intimidation and then subtype would be misinformation. So I think that would make sense to me. Yeah, good call. Um, access to Twitter is likely a consideration. Oh, can you expand on that, Richard, about access to Twitter? I'm guessing this is in response to like my whole like population size, because in a ton of counties have no real conversation. Um, uh, yeah, so I think type, the type is voter intimidation and the subtype is misinformation. I would agree with that. So I think leaving the type column the same, but then trans transforming the subtype into misinformation. Yeah, that looks great. Thank you. Um, ah, done. Thank you. Water pipe burst. I'm. I feel like we should just like do a like less serious one that's like a compilation of the most entertaining ways. I mean, okay, so this is a serious thing and it's not entertaining, in that people had to like wait in long lines because of these technological issues, but also, um, water pipe burst. I have to say, it's a little bit funny. Oh no. Ooh, I'm on 100. All right, I probably should stop soon. um, I like the you couldn't handle the pressure of election day. um, yes, I remember you telling me about that, Richard. Ooh, I would love if you wrote like a methodology. Or no, I think you already wrote a short methodology, custom Twitter and Google searches. Um, but yeah. I guess that is a methodology, but like I think it'd be really fun if you like had anecdotes about like anything, um or like more details about like how you went about it. Yeah. Yeah. But I guess technically speaking, you've already written a methodology. Yes. You've already written a methodology. So, anyways, working but also not working. Reported working but also not working. I very much also enjoy these like um these titles. Reporting working but also not working. Oh no. Polls closed at or about 1 hour after polls were meant to close. Isn't that a good thing? Oh, it means that there were lines. Okay, okay. Long line, long line. Okay, long lines. Oh, I feel like I'm missing your um, notes. I feel like maybe what I should do is I should just um, go through the types. I should just be doing one thing at a time. So I'm gonna go through the types and subtypes and then come back to your notes. Okay. Whoa, touch screen's freezing. Oh, it's the Great Sharpie incident. Sprinkler system flooded precinct polling place. You know, I think if anything, what this is teaching me is like all of the ways that like things go wrong on voting day that I've never even thought of. Number of hand sanitizers. Oh, line 234. Poll worker telling voters to forge signatures of ballots of others. Oh my God, that is scary. Oh, to your point about crowdsourcing data generation, there's a project idea I've been playing around with um, for the last day, um, which is I think like movie scripts. Um, and in particular, I don't know why, but I was thinking that like I really wanted to look at like Ghibli movie scripts. So things like Kiki's Delivery Service and Totoro. Actually, I think mostly because I just wanted to like draw the characters. This is going back to my what we were talking earlier about wanting to get better at illustration. So I think I wanted to do like a data viz of like characters from Ghibli movies and like where they talked or how often they talked, and then like were the things like, and then some sentiment analysis of like were the things that they said like happy or sad or positive or negative. Where did they talk, like can we see places where like they came in and out, um all of this to just so I can draw Kiki, or no, just so that I can draw Gigi the cat and so I can draw Totoro. um so I like wanted to do the like there's definitely still going to be a coding aspect, but then like I wanted to use it as like a reason for like practicing my illustrations. And then this I was like, oh, like maybe I can make a um like a essentially like a tool on like observable or something where people can link a movie script and then they can like choose some things, like maybe it's that like choose some metadata like number of words and like map that to size or something like that, and then like download their own template to like draw their own like data art with. And then I was like, man, but that's like I was doing like a preliminary, like I was looking for like scripts yesterday, like screenplays yesterday, and it's quite hard to get them, like they're all formatted differently. So then there's going to be like a lot of manual like cleaning. And then I was thinking about like potentially like putting out a call for like maybe some people to help clean. And then I don't know what like a good hourly rate or like a good rate for paying people to do that is. But yeah, that's what I was thinking about, like seeing if, putting out a call to see if there's like people willing to clean some like Ghibli screenplay scripts, and then I'll pay them some reasonable amount. Ooh, uh, ain't no more reason. Uh, ooh, Richard says, I was looking at Scooby-Doo dialogue data this time last year. What were you trying to do with them? Um, ooh, what's tokusatsu song lyrics, Halian? No, Gillian. I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I would go about it if I was to do like a machine learning, because then, like, I think I think you're like joking, Gilliam, but like if I think through like how I would do that with like machine learning, there still needs to be, I'm like with my very shallow understanding of like machine learning, there still needs to be like test data to match against. So I would still have to go and like clean some scripts um to like get it into the format I want so that the model could like have something to work off of. I know. I've gotten used to your trolling. Oh. Oh, tokusatsu are Japanese action series, stuff like Power Rangers. Wait, is it like an umbrella that like umbrella category that includes Power Rangers? Ah, looking at for Scooby-Doo, looking at relationships between the characters and word usage. Crazy the words they use casually in that show since it was made in the 60s. Oh, I've never even thought about that. Um, two broken machines. Okay, broken machines. No one had keys to open polling station. Wi-Fi. Wow. Wow. It's a lot. Man, Marion, Indiana. You need to get those keys. That's a lot of keys that you failed to get. I feel like at a certain point it's like it can't be coincidence anymore, I feel like. Keys. Sentai? Oh, these days I've been like speaking more random like Japanese phrase sentences and some like random Chinese phrases. So like just now I wanted to be like sentai nani? It's like randomly. I don't know if it just means that like I want to be in those countries right now, and that's why I just like randomly burst out into Japanese or Chinese. Wait, really? Super Sentai. Wait, I'm not gonna get distracted by this. Okay, all right. I was just about to start googling like what's Super Sentai. Super Sentai. Oh, hello, PIQ 9117. No. I've been back in the US. I was in Japan briefly, like 2 years ago, but now I've been back in the US for the last, yeah, 2.5 years. Um, we were supposed to go to Japan for a few weeks earlier this year, and obviously that, you know, did not happen. Oh, there's a this one doesn't seem to have. Oh, it doesn't have county because it's a Iowa statewide thing. Yeah, I wonder what we should. Oh, look at that. There's also Kansas. Yeah, I don't know how to deal with that. Have the best. Havian says Super Sentai have the best soundtracks, especially those from the 80s. wonder what makes it, is it just like very active? Is that what? Man, the number of hand sanitizers. Wow, so many long lines in Maryland. Hmm. Ooh, I like this name. Paw Paw Township. I want to live in Paw Paw Township. Oh, wow. Last voter at Paw Paw Township Hall votes almost 3 hours after polls close. That is voter intimidation. Ooh, actually, I feel like I'm getting into the groove of things and I feel like I'm going faster. Wonder. I wonder maybe, because in the last like 30 minutes, I've gone through 100. So maybe we have hope of finishing it today. And today will just be like a longer stream. I just realized everybody that's in Europe, it's like 1 a.m.? Oh my gosh. Thank you for sticking around, but I won't blame you if you have to go sleep. Changeman, Jaspian. Jaspian? Never heard of these. Oh yeah, because UK is behind an hour, right? Actually, how do the time zones work in Europe? There's like a Central European time. Is there like a Eastern European time? Yeah, UK has their own clock. Whoa! Replica hangman's noose display near voting booths. Dang. Yeah. Yes, please explain time zones and daylight saving time to me at 1 a.m., please. Thank you. Ooh, I'm gonna put this as disability access, I think. Hmm, that is a good note. Thank you, sir. This one I'm gonna call this might be the only one that's disability access, but I think good to have that subtype. All right, I'm on to the ends now. All right. Wait, I was about to do something. Ooh. Oh, interesting. Fairway Kansas have a range of FIPS codes. Is it because they're like bigger? Or they span, sometimes like counties span. I'm not good at geo, but there's something. What? 2022. What? Oh, interesting. The basics is that UK has the true time and we all have a fixed offset to it. FIPS code. Well, yeah, what does that mean? Supposed to be. Is it really small? Is that why? It is very small, but why is it? Oh god, I'm not good enough with FIPS codes. Maybe this is something that we flag. I honestly do not know why that's the case. Hello, Rick Manolo. Thank you for joining. Oh wait, I got distracted. I was gonna do. Then like, I don't know. Wait, where did the 20091 come from? All right, we are on 232. Ooh, that is bad. The man intimidating those speaking English. I mean Spanish. Oh, interesting. All right. I'll trust your Google search that said 20091. Thank you for digging. Oh yeah. Oh, I just got to line 234. That is very questionable. Wow. New Jersey. Hmm. That's not wrong ballots. That's no ballots. I think I'm gonna put that one as technological. Delay opening due to machines broken. I'm gonna call that technological issues. Pull pads? What are pull pads? Ah, okay. Technically not voting machines, but I don't think we have another subtype, so close enough. Whoa. There was someone arrested. For what? Whoa. Yeah, that is definitely voter intimidation. Oh, I wonder what a precinct judge does that would delay opening. Oh my gosh, we've looped back around on the playlist. What? Woman accidentally drives car into Miami County precinct. Doesn't cause any problems. I'll put this under miscellaneous. I'm tempted, how do you spell miscellaneous? Is that how you spell miscellaneous? Ah, okay, got it right, cool. I'm tempted to delete this one because it doesn't have to do with voting problem. I'm gonna delete this one because it does say it doesn't cause any problems. You know what? No, I'll keep it. I'll keep it, and then I think because the type is miscellaneous, effectively I wouldn't be showing it in a visualization anyways. So I think that's okay. Um, yeah. So, oh yeah, but there was no type, so I basically put in miscellaneous, and I think it's nice that we capture it, but effectively, I wouldn't be showing it in the visualization. So I think it's okay. I don't think it's really a voting problem because it literally says it doesn't actually cause problems. I think it's just nice that it's been captured. We're almost at 300. Ooh, I think I went through 100 lines in 15 minutes. All right. There is a logarithmic curve. Yes, there's a logarithmic curve to this in terms of number of hours used. Whoa! Open late due to vehicle theft of election judge. Wow. I don't know if that's technically not a technological issue. Because it's that the poll workers weren't trained properly. I think I'm gonna put it behind like. So I wonder if this is a. I'm gonna put it under long lines because there wasn't anything wrong with the voting machines. So I'm gonna put it, yeah, delaying opening. We're in Pennsylvania. Oh, wait. Okay, poll worker accused of photographing ballots. I feel like would that be under voter intimidation? It's like misconduct. Hmm, that one's hard. Oh, how would we categorize that one? That is misconduct. That'd be rule breaking. And I guess previously we put rule breaking as um, voter intimidation. I just tried incognito. No, I don't want you to. I don't want you to. I don't want you to process my data. Ads. Okay, hold on. It was. Oh no! My AirPods are dying. Okay, the right one died first. I'm gonna charge it. Oh, I see. just says, I switch between Chrome, Incognito, and Firefox with some of these. Firefox does a better job in some cases on these random websites. Firefox does a really great job with data privacy. Um, mm. Oh yeah, there's Open Refine here. And then what I was saying earlier was that I feel like um, this totally makes sense. Yeah, like it says when you're trying to transform the data, but for us, we're trying to verify it. So that's why I personally would not use it for this particular use case. But I think it probably totally makes sense for a lot of other use cases. uBlock Origin has things against some of these pop-ins. uBlock Origin. Hmm. 2 poll workers. Man, whatever this county is. 2 poll workers were ordered removed from polling places. 1 poll worker removed for taking photos. Refused to follow court order on voter identification. Oh man. The sun has gone down. Should turn on more lights. Okay. Ooh, I feel like this is misinformation. Not to vote via paper ballot. All right, we're in the 300s. Try and finish in this hour. So the one that was misinformation, I feel like that's still legitimate because as misinformation, as misinformation because it's still someone trying to yeah. I think misinformation would work there. I don't know if I would I don't think I would separate by who it is, as long as they have the intention of blocking people to vote or keeping people from voting. I don't think it matters to me whether they're a voter or a poll worker. But um, if I had been a poll worker, would it have been rule breaking? Maybe. Yeah. I feel like for the subtype, I've been a little bit more hand wavy. I think the type, I want to make sure the type is correct, but then for the subtype, I haven't been as strict with it. Oh, good night, Gilliam. Thanks for sticking around for so long. And thanks for the help with cleaning the data. See you on Friday. I wonder if for some of these where it was like delay opening. This particular one, it doesn't say what the technical issue was. We'll keep the voting machine. All right, 100 more. Thin blue line flag. What's that mean? Police officers. Oh, solidarity with law enforcement. I see. Yeah, you put that as voter intimidation. Oh, actually, Richard, if you're still there, um, I would love to get your help on the methodology of like how you um how you categorize the types. Like what your thought process was, and then I can expand on that. Um, and I think we probably will want to acknowledge that some of these are definitely like judgment calls, especially around voter intimidation. They're definitely judgment calls. Thank you so much. Hello to Aussie Dapg. Today, your lateness works out because we're having a much longer stream than usual. Yeah, I think this one I'll also put as delay opening because technically speaking, there wasn't anything wrong with the voting machines. I think it was just um, that there weren't passwords for them. What? Man accidentally shoots himself in his car outside polling place. That's fair. I'll put this as no ballots. Hmm. Whoa. Yeah, that is definitely both. Armed constable without a mask blocking the doorway and encouraging others to take off masks. Yeah, that is definitely. So I'm gonna actually do COVID-19 for the subtype. COVID-19 disregard. Actually, I'm gonna put that as no ballots. Hmm. Mm-hmm. Whoa. Wrong lines. Okay, we're almost there. We're almost there. We're almost there. We're in South Carolina. All right. All right. Okay. All right. Have 13 more minutes. Almost there. I wonder if. Well, wait. This seems like a Ocean Bay middle. Oh, I see. One is long line and one is issue with machine. I suppose, technically speaking, one causes the other. I don't know if I should be merging them or not. Hmm. what the? Why is the prevents handful from voting in presidential race? 35 p.m. Oh, it was a poll worker error. I see. Huh. Okay. So this is poll worker error. Okay. Almost there. Oh no. Okay. Oh no. All right. I don't know if that's voters. Whoa. Okay. Almost there. We're done! Yay! Okay. That was a lot. And then later I'll go back and verify Richard's comments for myself. I think I'm feeling quite good. So I am going to um, probably kind of think through like exactly the design. I'm sure I'll keep most of the elements from my existing design for this visualization, but I think I want to frame it differently. Like I want to frame it around the types of voting problems. So yeah. Yay! Okay, I can't believe I got through all 432 voting problems. And actually, we started around like 2:40 or 2:50, so in the last 2 hours. Um, Thank you everyone for sticking around. I know this wasn't like the most exciting of streams, but you know, data cleaning, part of the process. Um, but yeah, uh, so I guess, yeah, I guess this is it for today, and I'm super happy we got to catch up a little bit at the beginning of this stream, and um, thanks again for joining, and I will see you on Friday. Bye bye. Thank you. Ooh, yes. Richard says, quick question. Can you take a look at first tab? Vote, is it first tab voting problem definition? Ooh, thank you. Okay. Voting problems within the station that keeps voters from being able to vote. So, COVID-19, poll workers, or individuals disregarding. Um, no, I don't think we. I mean, like, if you have the time for subtype, but I might. If once I compile the methodology, I don't think I'll like get so specific into subtypes. If there are like particular subtypes that were like, that you want to call out because they were like harder to categorize, or if like we want to like be especially careful about those, then I think it'd be great to call them out, but you don't have to do it for every single subtype, because I don't think I'll be like, if I'm imagining the methodology, I don't think I'll be like going into that much detail about the subtype. So yeah, only if the subtitle is notable and worth mentioning. Let's see. Skylines, non-lines, or delays to opening due to a variety of events. Missing keys or passwords. Oh, I see. I changed some things around for the long line one where it was a delay in opening due to technical errors, but those were only, oh, but they were a delay to opening. So I think I still categorized them according to your description, or it's consistent with your description. um yeah. Um to block people from or make them feel uncomfortable voting. Okay. Because there were definitely some that were like, um, where like it was like voter apparel, and then those, I think it wasn't blocking people, but it was making them feel uncomfortable. To block people from or make them feel uncomfortable about voting. I'm gonna also add like missing, incorrect, or yeah, I'll put the missing ballots in there too. Of course, thank you so much for adding the notes. I'm very excited for this to come together. Very excited. Um, and I think I'm starting to have an idea of how the story can flow in my head. So I'm gonna try and jot that down before our stream on Friday, so that we can dive right into the coding on Friday. But yeah. Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I will see you all Friday. Bye.